everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another review. A product review which I'm excited about. I've been seeing this all over the internet, but I could not find it. I'm from Canada, so we are a little bit later to get stuff to the drugstore. So on Instagram and everything else, I was seeing people using this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I was going crazy trying to find it because Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation is like my favorite all-time foundation. I have it on today. I have on the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. So for this video, I wore all Maybelline basically. And I also found this highlighter, which everyone also is talking about, the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter, and I wanted to try this out. The highlighter was so expensive. It was $16 here in Canada. $16 frickin' dollars for this highlighter. That's a lot of money. And the powder was $12.99. Yeah, the powder was $12.99, which is like, I guess it's like a, I don't know, it's an okay price, I want to say. I used the Match Perfection already under my eyes because that's what I like to use. Plus, this has a nice color to it, so I don't think that will go well underneath the eye. Here's what it looks like, if you haven't seen it already. I got shade 20 light medium. There was a shade lighter than this, but it looked a little bit pink for my skin tone. So I decided to kind of skip out on that one and try the light medium. And it comes with your little holes, and it has a little plastic piece that you need to peel off. It looks pretty high end for a drugstore powder. So it's claiming its mineral-based formula helps control shine, smooth skin texture, lightweight, translucent coverage, fresh, natural look, can be used alone or over foundation. And that's basically it. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap some of this off into the lid. It is kind of dark looking, and it's definitely a yellow undertone. That just went all in my coffee, so I'm going to be drinking powder. That's probably not good for myself. It definitely feels super silky to the touch, and it does blend out to no color. So I'm going to use this on this side of my face, and then I'm going to go in with what I normally use on an everyday basis, the DERMABLEND powder, which is like $38, $35. I'm going to use that on this side, and I want to compare and see if there is really a difference. So I'm going to take this powder and just pat it all over the face. So yeah, it is actually translucent. You can't see it. And it doesn't look powdery at all. Let's cover this zit up that I have down here. So this is looking really smooth, and it has no color. I thought maybe it could be too dark, so I think to bake with it you might be okay underneath your eye because it looks pretty colorless, but so far that is super nice. So to compare, you get 20 grams of powder in this Maybelline one, and in this guy you get 28 grams, so you do get more, 8 grams more, but still it still equals this to be a little bit more expensive. So this one is white, it is translucent. This is what I normally wear. This is way on the left side of my face. I'm liking the way this is looking a tiny bit more just because it has that yellowy undertone, so it's not as like translucent. This kind of changes the color of your foundation a tiny bit, just makes it a tiny bit lighter. And I kind of think that this side does look smoother than this side. I don't know if it's just me, but this side kind of shows my texture a little bit more in my face, and this side looks smoother. So the Maybelline so far is impressing me. This is the Maybelline 10 Light to Medium Master Contour Palette. So I'm just going to go in, I'm going to add a little bit of definition to the cheekbones. And then I'm going to add some of this blush, this pink color here. So now I'm going to take our Master Chrome highlighter. I'm surprised they didn't come out with like a lighter shade. But this is what it looks like. Super, super pretty. I hate using brand new things. It definitely has a gold reflex to it, blends out seamlessly. So let's highlight with this. So I'm gonna take this. There's definitely a lot of fallout, like when you hit the product, it goes everywhere. So, you know. But for a drugstore highlighter, it's giving me life right now. You want more time, and I say, hey, yo, just let it go. This is some bright ass highlighter. It kind of has a little bit of a chunky, not chunks of glitter, but it is a little bit more textured, a tiny bit, almost a little bit glittery, which I don't necessarily love, but it definitely, for a drugstore product, it is good. It is expensive though, also for a drugstore product. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna zoom it in. So this is the Maybelline side. I don't know if you could tell, but to me it definitely looks really smooth. The highlighter, you can see it, very nice. Like, see that glow? That is glowing. It does have a little bit of texture to it, but it's still really beautiful for a drugstore highlight. But it also is expensive, so we can't forget that. It's not cheap. So moving along now to DERMABLEND. I just feel like, I don't know, I guess maybe it's the color that is in here or something, but I definitely feel like the other side's a little bit smoother looking, and I feel like the texture of my skin is showing a tiny bit more on this side. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to actually set my face. Let's not forget to set it and forget it. So I'm going to use MAC. I bought 2 setting sprays. I bought the new Essence one, which I have not tried yet, and the new Rimmel, which I have not tried yet. Probably should have tried it in this video, but I didn't. But I'm excited about those because there's not a lot of drugstore sprays. There's a couple, but those ones are really cheap. They're definitely affordable. So I think if I could find a really good drugstore spray, that would be great, because I do pay like almost $30, I think, for this. And I don't get my MAC discount anymore, and I didn't renew it. So, you know, I don't want to really pay $30 for this because that's a lot of money. So a drugstore one would be great. I also like this one. It's new. Not new. It's new for me though. The Smashbox one I really like. So, and I get a discount on this because of where I work. So I probably would buy this instead of the MAC one right now just because of the price difference. I'm gonna go out. I'm not gonna blot. I'm not gonna touch up my face. I'm gonna bring my camera with me and I'll check in at various parts of the day. But the time right now is 11:07. So let's see how this holds up. Let's see which side is the winner. Okay, so I'm just checking in. It is 3:45, almost 4 o'clock. I've had this foundation on since 11 o'clock. I feel like both sides were the exact same. They're both equally as oily, and the T-zone, especially the T-zone, there's not really a difference between the 2 powders. So here's the Maybelline side. If you can tell, obviously I have wear around my nose. My nose runs all the time. I have allergies, so the nose is all worn off on both sides, but I feel like it's equally as oily. Like, this is the DERMABLEND side, this is the Maybelline side. It is oily on both sides of my face. I felt like a tiny bit like the Maybelline side, a little bit more because it had a little bit more color to it, so it gave me more coverage. And I found that my pores didn't look as noticeable around this area of my face. The DERMABLEND side, I use it every day. I obviously do like it, but I found my skin didn't look as smooth as the Maybelline side. I think because of the coloring situation, and I felt like my pores weren't as smooth. I didn't bake with it underneath my eye or anything because the color I thought maybe was too dark. And I don't like baking with the DERMABLEND either because I find it drying. So overall, I would give this powder a great review. I think if you are looking for a drugstore setting powder, I think it's good. If I had to pick now between buying a $35 DERMABLEND setting powder or a Maybelline one, I think after this, review, I would probably just get the cheaper one because I feel like they do the exact same thing, and I kind of liked the Maybelline one a tiny bit better. I like my DERMABLEND, I really do, I love it. It is waterproof. I don't think the Maybelline one is waterproof. If you do pack the DERMABLEND on your face, it's supposed to be 16-hour wear and waterproof. The Maybelline one probably would not do that. So if you're looking for, like, I don't know, if you're going swimming and you really want to set your face makeup, maybe DERMABLEND would be better. But overall, I think that this powder is good. So that'll be it. That's all I have to say.